Africa shines as the sunniest continent with unparalleled potential for solar energy. Surprisingly, despite this, a vast majority, 60% of its people, still live without electricity. With 40% of the world's top solar resources, Africa harnesses barely 1% of its solar energy capacity. This gap highlights a big challenge, but also shows a huge chance for progress and sustainable growth. However, a surprising trend is emerging. African nations are increasingly choosing nuclear energy to solve their power shortages, not solar. This choice sparks curiosity. Why are these countries investing in nuclear power when there's so much solar energy available? What benefits does nuclear offer over solar? And is focusing on nuclear energy really the best option for Africa? Today, we're diving into these questions, aiming to uncover the reasons behind Africa's energy strategy. Stay tuned as we explore the pros and cons of nuclear and solar power, and whether nuclear energy is the right choice for the continent. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates on this fascinating topic. Solar energy comes from the sun and can be turned into electricity without harming the environment. It's a clean way to make power using special panels or systems that catch sunlight. This kind of energy is great because it doesn't pollute the air, helps us rely less on oil and gas, and is good for the planet. It can also help countries grow and create jobs without damaging nature. In Africa, where the sun shines a lot, solar energy could really make a difference. Many people there don't have electricity, but using the sun's power could change that. It could help the continent's economy grow and even start new industries. Some experts believe that if we use just a bit of the Sahara Desert for solar energy, we can make enough electricity for all of Africa and even send some to Europe. This shows how powerful solar energy can be and how it could help not just Africa, but the whole world by providing clean, sustainable power for everyone. This approach simplifies the explanation, making it accessible and engaging for a broad audience, and emphasizes the potential impact of solar energy in Africa and beyond. Despite Africa's abundant sunlight, it's nuclear energy that's grabbing the attention of its leaders, all aiming to light up their countries more effectively. Take Burkina Faso as an example. Here, only about 20% of people can turn on a light at home, one of the lowest rates in the world. The country's new leaders, after a change in government in 2022, are looking to nuclear power for a brighter future. They've teamed up with Russia to plan a nuclear plant, hoping to massively boost electricity access to 95% in cities and 50% in the countryside by 2030. Egypt is another country making headlines with its nuclear ambitions. Facing global energy challenges and the need for reliable power, Egypt has also partnered with Russia's Rosatom to build its first nuclear plant. This move aims to secure stable, affordable energy, reduce reliance on oil and gas, and keep energy costs steady. These steps by African nations towards nuclear power highlight a shift towards diverse energy sources to meet their growing needs, even as they sit on a treasure trove of solar potential. In a surprising turn of events, Uganda announced in March 2023 its plans to embrace nuclear energy, aiming to power up by 2031. They're eyeing the spot in Bayenda district, eastern Uganda, for their debut nuclear plant, in collaboration with China's National Nuclear Corporation. Uganda plans to construct 2 reactor blocks near Kampala. Not far behind, Kenya is stepping into the nuclear scene, targeting a start date in 2027 for its own facility near Mombasa, with hopes of generating 1,000 megawatts to satisfy its growing thirst for energy. Meanwhile, South Africa, home to the continent's sole nuclear facility, is plotting an expansion. Amid an energy crisis, it's looking to multiply its nuclear capabilities to keep the lights on in its bustling economy. From Mali to Sudan, several African nations are joining the nuclear bandwagon. But this raises a question. With such rich solar potential at their doorstep, why are these countries looking towards nuclear power? This shift towards nuclear, despite the sunny skies above, marks a crucial point in Africa's energy strategy, aiming to secure a stable, long-term power supply across the continent. Reliability issues due to solar power's dependency on sunlight require costly storage solutions for a steady supply. High initial setup and ongoing maintenance costs, coupled with challenges integrating solar into existing power grids, pose further barriers. Additionally, solar farms demand large areas of land, potentially conflicting with other uses and raising environmental concerns, especially for large-scale projects like those proposed for the Sahara. These projects, while efficient, only convert about 15% of sunlight into electricity, with the remainder potentially affecting the climate and disrupting ecosystems. These challenges contribute to some African countries considering nuclear energy as a more stable and continuous alternative, despite the continent's solar potential. Experts believe the drawbacks of solar energy and the benefits of nuclear are swaying African countries towards nuclear power. The main reasons include nuclear energy's zero emissions and its ability to provide a constant supply of electricity, unlike solar, which can be inconsistent due to weather conditions. Nuclear plants also take up less space compared to solar farms, an important factor for countries with limited land. Essentially, the need for reliable and sustainable energy sources is driving these nations to consider nuclear as a viable option for meeting their energy demands. However, not all experts are in favor of steering African countries towards nuclear energy to increase electricity access. Instead, they advocate for capitalizing on the advantages of solar and recognizing the disadvantages of nuclear for a multitude of reasons. These experts point to the significant costs, safety concerns, and the complex issue of long-term nuclear waste disposal as critical drawbacks. They argue that these aspects are often overlooked by investors eager to profit from the construction of nuclear facilities in Africa. Additionally, they highlight the waning popularity of nuclear energy in many developed countries, evidenced by the decommissioning of existing nuclear plants. The risks of catastrophic nuclear accidents, such as those that occurred at Chernobyl in 1986 and Fukushima in 2011, are also major points of concern. It's seen as contradictory for Africa, a continent with vast solar potential, to struggle with energy shortages. These experts advocate for large-scale solar development as a straightforward and logical solution, rather than pursuing nuclear plants, which they view as more aligned with geopolitical interests than with meeting Africa's genuine energy needs. In light of everything, it's clear that despite nuclear energy's initial allure for some African nations, a more sensible approach is to shift focus and investment towards solar energy. Africa is blessed with unmatched solar potential, enjoying abundant sunshine year-round. With many of the world's sunniest countries located in Africa, it's puzzling that electricity access remains a significant challenge despite this vast resource. Now is the time for a shift in thinking, urging African countries to invest heavily in solar and other renewable energies. This move can fully harness the power of the sun, not just to solve electricity shortages, but also to foster a sustainable and eco-friendly energy future. This shift represents a call to action for a transformative energy strategy in line with Pan-African visions for a future where solar energy ensures energy security across the continent. What's the future of Africa's energy? Solar brilliance or nuclear power? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on global affairs.